Hello everyone and welcome to Victoria's Cantina. Today we're having a look at the Jungle Plush, Jurassic Plush, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and Apatosaurus. Jungle Plush is a new manufacturer of plush dinosaurs. The first two in their series is number one, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and then number two, the Apatosaurus. So right off the bat, they do look very fun. They look great. I'm going to go ahead and review each one individually, and we'll see what they're like. So as you can see with the T-Rex, it can be placed in a seating position. You get a tag on one side of the dinosaur, and it says Jurassic Plush Tyrannosaurus Rex, jungleplush.com. You got the skull of the T-Rex, which looks cool. Inside, I love this. Some facts about the T-Rex. I always love when toys or, any kind of plush have some sort of educational element to them, as is the case here. So we take a closer look. It says, the best known of all dinosaurs, T-Rex held the record for the biggest and most powerful land-living carnivore of all time for a century until the 1990s. Then it says Tyrannosaurus were fearsome predators with an incredibly powerful bite, 8 to 16 centimeter long teeth, excellent hearing and sight, and more than 20 Tyrannosaurus Rex skeletons are known. And it indicates here where T-Rex was found. Tyrannosaurus Rex, the name means tyrant lizard king. It was named by H.F. Osborn in 1905. Classification, Theropoda Tyrannosauridae. North America, from the late Cretaceous, grew to 12 meters long, or 39 feet. It was a carnivore, and it lived as a hunter and a scavenger. And then the other side of the card shows that it's number one in the series, T-Rex. You get the UPC and, all the little information details you would expect to find. So looking at the face of the T-Rex, it is quite clear that it is a very cartoony looking T-Rex. It's not trying to be realistic, which, it's a plush. It's really hard to create realism with plush dinosaurs. So it's always fun when they can make them look a little bit more stylized and cartoonish, just to bring out the fun aspect of dinosaur toys and collectibles. And what I really like about this is the eye. I think that the eye looks absolutely fantastic, very realistic, a very reptilian sort of look to it. That just looks fantastic. You don't usually see that sort of eye detail on plush dinosaurs. I really like that. The colors are great. You get the greens, the reds, the oranges. That just looks fantastic. The teeth are very soft, and inside of the mouth has basically like a green looking mouth. And the teeth aren't sharp. I mean, obviously it's a plush, but they aren't like super, super soft either. And that helps to keep their shape, which I think looks great. You get a couple of nostrils there up in the front. Very nicely done head. Very nice. And I like how there's a little bit of a rise right here at his snout. It's not flat, straightforward. That's really cool. And then you do get some ridges for the eyes too. The rest of the dinosaur, you can see its body here. It's got a tail. Not a super long tail, but it's long enough and it's perfectly adequate for balancing it. The arms, very cool. Really like these arms that it has. So fun. They look great. And then the legs also look very, very nice. You get 3 claws on both of the feet. That's the underside there. And I just think it's a really fun design. It's very cheerful looking. It's playful. And I really like that about the T-Rex. And next up, we have the Apatosaurus. And it's a very different aesthetic from the T-Rex, as it should be, since it's a different species. You get a tag, just like you did with the T-Rex. This one says Jurassic Plush Apatosaurus. And you get a skull and part of the neck of the Apatosaurus, which is pretty cool. And then some information in here. It says, it used to be believed that Apatosaurus and Brontosaurus were the same animal. Recent studies from 2015 have shown that, in fact, they're 2 different dinosaur species. Apatosaurus vertebrae held a strong ligament that supported the weight of the neck and tail, like the cables on a suspension bridge. Very interesting. And then the arrow indicates that they were also located, here in North America. And Apatosaurus, name means deceptive lizard. It was named by O.C. Marsh in 1877. Classification is Sauropoda, Diplosidae, location North America, late Jurassic, and they grew to 82 feet in length, so these were big. And then the diet was herbivore, and it was a high browser. So I'll give you a closer look here at the head of the Apatosaurus. And I just think this looks fantastic. Like with the T-Rex, you get some really nice eye detail there. It just looks great. I think that this dinosaur has a lot of personality. I just love the look of the head. It's great. The colors are different on the Apatosaurus, of course, which is great. We want to mix it up, especially with plush dinosaurs. So we get like a very nice, attractive shade of blue here. I love it. It's like a sky blue. And then you have, white and a black line for the nostrils and the mouth. Very nice neck. You can see that it's striped. And the rest of the body is also blue. You get some detail there on the feet. Looks like you get a thumb claw on the front legs, and then the back legs have 4 claws on them. And aside from standing on all fours, it also seems like you can get the Apatosaurus to sort of sit on its hind legs, which is very cool. Extra playability there for sure. Underneath is basically white, and the rest of the tail, similar to the neck, you get the white stripes on there, and then the tip is mostly blue. I just think that this is really fun looking more than anything else. Absolutely love the face on this guy. It's kind of like he's just walking along and somebody says, "Hey you," and he's like, "Aww." One thing I want to say about these plush is that they're very, very soft without being too soft. Sometimes with plushes, and I mostly see this like on teddy bears, is that they're just way too soft. This is soft, but it's also firm. And it feels like inside the mouth of this, there's actually like a cardboard or something in there to help retain the shape, which is fantastic. So it'll hold up over time. And I just love the feel of them. They feel really good. This is very nice quality. I love it. You can just squeeze it and it still keeps its shape. Very, very nice feeling. And the same is true for both dinosaurs. The neck does feel a little bit maybe lacking on the stuffing. I don't know if maybe over time the neck's going to kind of wear down on the Apatosaurus. But the tail feels pretty similar. It does feel like there's stuffing in both the tail and in the neck, but the rest of the body, feels like the T-Rex. It feels very solid, and I really like that. Same with the legs. They feel very, very solid. And of course, if you want to make them play together, you could do that. Have the dinosaurs fight with each other. You can have the T-Rex bite the Apatosaurus's neck. You can have the Apatosaurus swing its tail at the T-Rex. There's plenty of fun to be had with these guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. These are the Jungle Plush Tyrannosaurus Rex and Apatosaurus. All in all, you guys, I gotta say, these are very solid, very cute, very fun plush dinosaurs. I think that kids are gonna love these. Not only are they colorful and do they look great, they have very nice aesthetics, very cool eyes on both of the dinosaurs. Just overall very fun designs. But they're also very soft. They're still pretty firm, to help keep the shape, which, is a good thing. But they're still comfortable. You could use them as a pillow. If you could put them on your bed, cuddle up with them. I just think that kids are going to love these. And even if you're an adult who likes dinosaurs or plush dinosaurs, I think that you're going to enjoy having these. One thing that's quite cool about them is definitely the accuracy. For example, the Apatosaurus has the 2 thumb claws, which isn't something you see all that often with dinosaur toys. The T-Rex has a very nicely shaped skull, which, I just really like little touches like that. And then, of course, the tags that have all the little tidbits about both dinosaurs are just fantastic. Love the educational aspect of these guys. So while I really do like the feel of the T-Rex, I do think that the aesthetics of the Apatosaurus are a little bit more fun to me. I really love the face on it. I think it's just a great dinosaur. And like I said, if you have kids that love plush dinosaurs, or even if you're an adult who loves them, you're going to enjoy these. These are going to be fun to have in your collection. And just looking at them, it makes me smile. I really like the aesthetics of these guys. So now if you do want to support Jungle Plush, they have a Kickstarter that is going. I will throw a link with all the information down at the bottom. I would like to thank Jungle Plush for sending me these review samples. Be sure and let me know down in the comments what you think about these guys, whether or not you'd like to pick them up. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, I want to thank you for watching Victoria's Cantina. Until next time, my friends, bye-bye.